Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online, the Summerset expansion on JDZ Gaming Empire. We are pretty close to where we need to go. I went ahead and fast traveled before I started recording, so you guys wouldn't have to watch that part of it. So let's read the journal entry. The Tower Sentinels. Ceaselode altered the Right Master's memories and forced him to steal the heart of transparent law and hide it away. While he works to unlock his memories, he wants Valcerin and I to warn the keepers of the Crystal Tower, the Sapiarchs. While Valcerin takes the imprisoned Lethen, formerly of the Sigic Order and now an Earl in the court of Bedlam, to Artaeum, I need to travel to the Illumination Academy and locate the two Tower Sentinels, Haniel and Emmadrill. And we're pretty close. So let's jump on our mount. Actually, let's not, because it looks like there's some flour over here. We will grab that.
Useful. Hold on to that.
Flour over here.
You could brew something nice with that.
Hey, that's that same lady.
Hail, mighty warrior!
I'm sorry, I'm just... Can you ignoring her? Are we? Yeah, we're headed the right way. Chickens.
Attention! Class is now in session.
It's teaching chickens? Okay, whatever. What? And spiders? Oh, okay, what is this place? I mean, I know where we're going, but what are they doing up in here, this academy? Let's get off our mount.
It found me! Save yourselves!
Oh, okay. Okay.
Five Claw. You
What's up?
always arrive just when Raz needs you most.
What's up, Raz?
After Raz spoke to the pretty Sigic Oriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Raz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though.
A hunted Sapiarch? That must be one of the Tower Sentinels. I came here to find them.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
There are two Sapiarchs. They guard the diamond keys that can open the Crystal Tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
You lead the way.
This way. Follow Raz.
Ross?
These seas may be treacherous, but fear not.
Why does it feel like we're going a big circle?
Ocean winds quail at the sight of Captain
Guess we couldn't go through the bushes. Alright. Academy Guest Wing. Alright, let's talk with the
New
servant.
arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
No, I'm looking for a couple of Sapiarchs, Haniel and Emmadrill. Are they here at the academy?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Haniel stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
You think she left the academy compound?
I wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
Thank you. Right over here. Letter to Emmadrill. Sapiarch Imadril, I think your decision to leave the Academy and go to the ancient ruins was the right call. Something isn't right here, though. I can't quite determine what that might be, or what that may be. I prefer to disappear into the Academy's books for days on end. I expect to spend a great deal of time hiding in the library quiet study room. I feel so much safer within its comfortable confines. Let me tell you, I plan to organize my research. I'll start by reviewing Tellinger's musings about the Slode. The last time we met for dinner, he seemed put off that I could not recall every line of his writings. Second, I'm thinking of rereading the Imperial Geographical Society's treatise on the Sea Elves. The Academy's library is really quite extensive. Third, I've been meaning to read the Mages Guild's description of our esteemed college. I expect to find it full of errors and slights, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Finally, I believe some light reading is in order. Something just for pleasure instead of research. Maybe the 4th volume in the Dark Elf Year 2920 series. I know you look down upon the work, but it's so well written. I may try that technique made popular by the Sapiarch of Foreign Literature. She was an odd one, but I've always been intrigued by the idea of placing books on consecutive podiums and reading them at the same time, shifting from one podium to the next, as the subject matter calls to you. I'll let you know how the method works. Haniel. Let's talk with Raz.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
A code? Can you figure it out?
Haniel mentions something isn't right here, that she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
So we need to find the books Haniel mentioned?
We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
Cultists led a Daedric assault on the College of Sapiarchs. That's where I was before coming here.
That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch.
All right, let's go. Let us go. Oh, we can't look around the academy? Okay. Gather Haniel's books. Her books are... Wait, aren't her books inside? Guess not. Maybe they're over here. Okay. Alright, we're just going to be looking around. There's something in here. What's that? The Ubiquitous Sinking Isle. Just look at it. Not going to read it. It's actually not what we're looking for. Okay, up above. Everything is up above. Alright, let's head up. Oh, Razumdar's already up here. The Morrowind of Pyandonia? Okay. Oh man, there's books all over. She's got books everywhere. Year 2920, Volume 4. Right. Over here. Further notes on the Slode. Oh, let's read this. On the Slode and the Maramore. The Slode are hostile to all other mortal races, and though there is some evidence of diplomatic traffic between the Slode and the Maramore, there are also plenty of accounts of conflict between the Slugmen and the Sea Elves. This is no surprise, since both Sea Elves and Slode are at war with the rest of the world. The Maramore's grievance seems to be that they got stuck with Pyandonia. a sad and swampy archipelago of malodorous islets. Why the Slode are so belligerent all others is unknown. On the Coral Tower. Since the Coral Tower fell during the invasion of the Thras by the All-Flag's navy, at this point the best we can do is make educated guesses about it. In their own perverse way, the Slode are very capable sorcerers. From all accounts, the Coral Tower acted as both a focus and a projector of mystical power. I am not a scholar of tower lore. My interests tend more toward the practical, but this accords somewhat with what the mythohistorians claim is the purpose and practice of the so-called Towers of Nirn. Was the Coral Tower a real tower like Lawful Crystal here on Summerset, or was it a failed imitation like the Doomspire? I do not think we have the answers based on what little we know on Slode Soap, but enough speculation on to a subject about which, for once, we can be certain. Slode Soap. There are many misconceptions about the origin of Slode Soap, and I am happy to have an opportunity to clear it up. First, let us consider the metamorphic biology of the Slode. They begin life on the Thracian atolls as, in the words of Admiral Bendoolo, disgusting little amorous grubs. Ignored by their pendulous parents, these grubs somehow squirm their way to the sea, where they mutate into aquatic quasi-cephalopods known as polywiggles. Due to their corpulence, adult Slodes spend a great deal of time in the shallow lagoons of their atolls, wandering among the polywiggles. Those larvae that prove too slow to avoid their parents' pseudopods are caught and harvested, calling out the weak and providing the raw material for Slode soup. Captured polywiggles are tossed into an ever-bubbling cauldron where they gradually deliquesce into a slimy broth. This broth undergoes an alchemical commixture with materials known only to the Slode, after which it is poured into molds and allowed to cool. Once solid, the bars are scooped out and wrapped in the viscera of hagfish for preservation. It is believed that the Slode use this soap as a primary component in their necromantic rituals. I'm no expert on necromancy, but apparently having an emulsified reagent concocted from one's own descendants acts as a profound intensifier in the magic of undeath. Slode soap is rarely seen away from Thras, and when it is, commands high prices from alchemists, who relish its unique properties for creating potions of agility, and rarest of all, the mutation of personality. Eleanor the Red, our sapiarch of alchemy, says that Slode soap has never been thoroughly analyzed outside of Thras, and may contain many more undiscovered alchemical properties. Plus, it's an exceptional cleanser, deep cleaning yet mild, that leaves your skin feeling youthful and refreshed. Oh gosh. Okay. That was very interesting. Let's go in here and get this one. Looks like there's one in here. In the study hall. Around the corner. Nope. What is this? What? What is that? How do I get that? Where is that one? Okay. Oh, it's around this way. Okay. Back around. Sages of the Crystal Tower. Some call them wise and learned, others consider them to be the finest magical minds in the Summerset Isles, although many of my brethren would contest that statement. They are the sapiarchs, the sages of the Crystal Tower, and the instructors of the heirs to the royal throne of Summerset. Few of the greatest mages of the age can be counted among their numbers, but in general, they are scholars of magical and esoteric knowledge, each devoted to a specific and singular topic of study. The sapiarch serves as the keepers of the Crystal Tower, also called the Lawful Crystal and the Crystal-like Law. The tower is so named not because it is constructed of crystal, but because it houses transparent law, a magical crystal that rests at the top of the tower. A handful of sages live within the tower, tending to its needs and guarding its secrets while others come and go as their studies dictate. Of course, getting into the tower isn't as simple as walking up and opening the door. The way is hidden and guarded by powerful wards, and the only method of gaining entrance requires the assistance of the tower sentinels. This pair of specially attuned sapiarchs each bear an object needed to access the tower. One of the two resolute diamonds, when properly attuned and used simultaneously by the tower sentinels, the azure diamonds open the path into the crystal tower. Only 2 such sentinels are ever activated, for each must undergo a long and extensive ritual to link them to the diamonds they bear. Sentinels keep their charge for 11 years before a new pair take up guardianship of the diamonds. The rest of the Sagely Order is organized into the College of Sapiarchs, with each member dedicated to and responsible for a specific field of magical and esoteric scholarship. Lamatil of Lalandril, Sapiarch of Arcanology, leads the college, which consists of 223 distinct disciplines assigned to a sapiarch and his or her assistant. Spread throughout Summerset, the sapiarchs work individually or in groups on independent studies or to research specific topics for the college. As a whole, some research can be conducted at the Crystal Tower or at the College of Sapiarchs in Lalandril, but otherwise the sages travel the lands as necessary to lock themselves in their own libraries to ponder the complexities of the world's greatest mysteries. As the interpreters of the scrolls of praxis, the precedents by which the rulers of Somerset Isles govern their domain, sapiarchs play a vital role in the maintenance of the ceremoniarchy. Indeed, the scrolls of the praxis are said to have foretold that Princess Aren would reflect the restless and turbulent times she was born into and would eventually rule over. When the time is right, heirs to the throne come to the sapiarchs to study Altmeri regal praxis and ceremoniarchy for a requested 3,555 days prior to receiving the crown. Afterward, the College of Sapiarchs serves as a powerful resource for the new ruler, offering advice and counsel when called upon. For all their professed learning and scholarly pursuits, the sapiarchs seem overly interested in signs' importance. They attribute deep and significant meaning to the movements of the constellations, the positions of the moons, the disposition of animals, and even the swirls of foam atop a bowl of century soup. This tug of war between intellectualism and superstition may seem like a contradiction to you and me, but the sapiarchs see them as 2 sides of the same coin. And, as with a coin, you need both sides to pay the cost of admission, or so the sapiarchs say. Some of the leading sapiarch fields of study include Oblivion Studies, Indoctrination, Altmeri Heritage, Enchantment Mytho-History, Daedric Fallacies, Seleniology, and Divine Orthodoxy. To indicate their office and field of study, each carries a title such as Sapiarch of Altmeri Arts or Assistant Sapiarch of Naval Excogitation. A sapiarch holds the title for life, or until he or she petitions to change their area of scholarship. Tower Sentinels, however, carry out their responsibilities regarding the Resolute Diamond for a period of 11 years before passing the tower keys to the next sapiarchs in line and returning to concentrate on their particular fields of study. Oh, that was interesting. Oh. Okay. Now we need to... What? We gotta place books. What? Oh my goodness. I hope they're not expecting me to know. Or I hope these don't have to be placed in a certain order. That's what I'm hoping. Reading podium. I'm just gonna place... Oh no. Which book will you place? Oh no. Oh no! Was I supposed to be keeping up with this? That's a lot of reading! Yikes. Okay. Oh my gosh, why do you do this to us? Why? Wait a minute. Okay, this is one of the books mentioned. This is one of the books. Does it matter? Really? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is further notes, so I'm thinking this is after the fact. We're looking for the first one. Okay, I'm thinking this may be the first one. Let's look at this one real quick. Huh. It might be this one first and this one. Let's... As this last student dropped her fruit in his hand. Oh, this is long. I wonder... This might be the last one. What was this one? Okay, let's place Sages of the Crystal Tower here. The book returns to your hand, okay. Okay. That's not it. Alright, we're just gonna go through all these. Nope. Really? Is it the last one I'm gonna check? It figures. It's just my luck. Just my luck. Okay, let's place the book, please. I'm gonna try this one. Nope. Okay, that was right. All right, and then this one. I'm thinking this one. All right.
A
Some
vanishing
secrets.
bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
What is this?
My illusion spell. Who are you?
That looks like a song. Hello. Hello.
If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
Sapiarch Lartanel sent me to find you in the other tower sentinel.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarchs sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric Princes, actually. Where can I find Imidril?
Daedric princes, you say? As in more than one? That doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
I'll go to King's Haven and check on the Sapiarch.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
I know what you're up to, Roz. I see the writing on the wall. You are not fooling anybody. All right, so it looks like we're going to a delve. Is that right? Let me look at the journal entry. Find the King's Haven Pass ruins. What? What? Okay, yeah, we're going into a delve. All right, let's head on over there. That's good. There's a sky shard in there that we can pick up and a little mini boss.
Always worth stocking up.
Alright, looks like it's right here. Hang on, I saw something I better loot. King's Haven Pass. Some say goblins originate in Summerset, and some say the High Elves brought them here. Okay. Alright, we got some baddies. Oh, where he running to? Somebody else must be around here. Yeah, there is. It's a question here, but we're gonna just focus on the main thing here. Oh, I'm stuck. Thank you, Sharp as Night, for helping me out there, because I sure was stuck. Okay, those aren't bad. Red Vipers. Just passing through, don't mind me. Alright, looks like we are now inside of the delve.
And down they go.
Somebody else come running in here.
You should have run.
Praise be. Okay, that's a song. Let me look at the map. Oh, there is no... There's... Where is the mini-boss? Above. Okay, he's above. We're looking for. Nothing back there.
This one's mine. Watch it.
Oh, Keats the Weaver. Where? Oh, him. All right, well, let's take him down.
You won't get past my splendid webs, mortal!
We shall see about that, lady.
Advance! Too late! The mistress has already claimed her prize!
There's something worth bragging about.
That was funny. She said too late as she died. Oh, save. Sapiarch Imadril.
Don't let it take me!
What? What's
No
happening?
worries, I've got you. I think. You there! Burn the webs! Quickly! Quickly!
Okay, okay. Oh, that's a golden knight again.
Mephalah's damn webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though.
You're welcome.
No! Save the Dawnstar gem!
Take the Dawnstar gem. Can I talk to him? Yep, sure can.
The spider poison, it's spreading fast. Take this. Resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight's sacrifice be in vain.
I'll protect the diamond. Sapiarch Larentil sent me to find you. Hanael is safe.
Then you know we're Tower Sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe.
What happened to the Golden Knight?
Mephalah, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed very interested in the Golden Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein.
Rest easy, Tower Sentinel.
Tell Hanael I'm sorry.
Oh no, he died. Oh no. Hey.
Ah, there you are. The Right Master needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Kapora Tower as soon as you can.
That's it? Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, okay.
Better luck next time.
Sharp as a knight took care of him.
Wait.
Alright. Where is that sky shard? Okay, it's up there. Alright. No problem. He's just standing there. Standing there while I attack him. Give it to me. Give it to me. Why can I not get the sky shard? I gotta be standing just right. Oh, there we go. Standing just right at the right angle. Oh, what else? Are those apples? Yep. My apples now. What else you guys got around here? What? Ooh, what's back here? You guys got some goodies back here? We're gonna cheat. You didn't stand a chance. Can I leave this way? King's Haven Pass. Let's find out. We need to get back to our term anyways. Don't think this is going to help us. Yeah, where the devil are we? Yeah, let's go back in here. Oh, come on. Evidently, it's a certain way they want us to go. All right, let's head on back. Doesn't make sense, but okay. Oh, you guys are back?
Need
Oops,
something?
Nope. Sorry. I'm just trying to loot. Man, all you guys are back? Jeez. Go this way. Hello.
Let's make this quick.
Thought I saw something on the left there. It's just the lighting. Oh, maybe that's why all the enemies came back. Because there's people in here. Okay, now we're back in this pack. So we probably could have found a way to get down. I'm not sure we could have found a way to get down from there or not. Without breaking our neck. Alright, where are we going? Over here? Yes. So let's get to... Let's fast travel right here.
I'm with you.
Okay. Why could I have not? Because there is a way shrine in Artaeum. Where is Artaeum at here? Okay. I should have used the fast travel because you can get to Artaeum from here. What a bonehead move. Alright, I'm gonna learn. It'll probably be too late, and I'll be at the end of the daggone expansion before I learn.
Who's better than us?
Could have just fast traveled there.
Do your trading here.
Friend of Valseren, I have a proposal for you.
Okay, how you feeling, right, Master?
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valseren recounted the events at the College of Sapiarchs after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report.
One of the Sentinels is under the protection of Razumdar. The other was slain by Mephala.
Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiarchs no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers.
Uh-oh.
That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
Mephala dragged the Golden Knight into her realm after he dropped this gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here?
You said it will be harder to access the Crystal Tower now?
Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned tower sentinels, the Sapiarchs can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process.
Remind me, who's Meridia again?
Meridia is the Daedric Prince of Life and Light, and the matron of the Colored Rooms. She isn't part of the Triad of Princes. Indeed, it seems that she has specifically sent her champion to oppose them. We'll need to keep that in mind as we proceed.
Let's talk about the matter you summoned me to discuss.
It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail, and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this.
Thank you very much.
While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant.
You remember where you hid the heart of transparent law?
Not exactly. While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the Dreaming Cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the heart of transparent law in my hands.
Tell me everything you remember.
I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the Dreaming Cave?
I'll meet you in the Dreaming Cave.
The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the Dreaming Cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower.
Isn't that him right there? Tell me more about the Dreaming Cave.
The Dreaming Cave lies beneath Kapora Tower, where the various threads of Magicka and other energies come together and pool like water running down a chain. Trained Psijics can use that energy to open portals to anywhere in Oblivion and beyond.
So you opened a portal to an Oblivion realm?
Perhaps. I honestly can't remember. If not for the success of my scrying spell, even this minor memory would still elude me. There's more to explain, but words fail me. I'll show you what I mean when we go down to the Dreaming Cave.
What was that projection you were looking at?
Just the result of my scrying spell. It allowed me to project images from my mind for further study, to look for details my memory alone may have missed. I watched one particular sequence over and over. The one where I took the heart into the cave.
That's how you remembered using the Dreaming Cave to hide the heart?
As I explained, the scrying allowed me to see myself take the heart into the Dreaming Cave, to watch as I opened a portal and stepped inside. Then the image faltered and skipped a beat. It ended with me back in the cave, but the heart was gone.
But where's Valcerin right now?
Valcerin refuses to leave Lathan's side. She's trying to get him to explain how he could forsake our order and pledge himself to a Daedric prince. I hope she can see her way through this. We're going to need her before all is said and done.
Yeah, I wish her luck with that, because that dude, he was not wavering. What happened between Valcerin and Lathan?
That's not my tale to tell.
Oh.
They both rose through the ranks of our order together, fell in love, had a child. The rest, well, that's personal. I still find it difficult to believe that the Lathan I know could betray us.
Well, he did. Yeah, that's his memory. All right, meet the Right Master in the Dreaming Cave. The Right Master used scrying magic to recall some of his missing memories. He took the heart of transparent law into the Dreaming Cave beneath the Sephir Tower, but he still can't remember what happened after that. I need to help him remember. The Right Master asked me to meet him in the Dreaming Cave beneath Sephora Tower. He wants to show me something that concerns the location of the Heart of Transparent Law. Guess we can't see. Oh, okay. Oh, that's just leaving. So where are we going? Are we staying? I guess we must be staying in the area that we're at. All right, let's leave. We're going below. What? 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 Was I not supposed to leave? I'm confused. Alright, let me just go on over this way. I'm really confused. What? Why am I going in a big circle? Oh, down this way. Like, what? Totally confusing. Well, to me, Dreaming Cave, okay.
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power. Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more.
But the sword and the Golden Knight were pulled into Mephalah's realm.
We know that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephalah, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor.
How do we get in contact with a Daedric prince?
We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests.
You want me to talk to the person who... Okay. Why can't we use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia?
As we've seen, the Triad of Daedric Princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. If I attempt to use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia, chances are they'll notice and stop us. We can't risk tipping our hand just yet.
And that barrier blocks access to the portal anyway, right?
The barrier doesn't block every possible path, only the one that I saw in my scried memory, the path that leads to where I hid the heart of transparent law. As Katora's magic continues to fade, I believe my memories will return in time.
What about the other sea slodes? Can't the Abyssal Cabal replace Katora's magic?
I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Katora dealt in mind magic. When you killed him, that magic was lost to the Cabal. No. Now we must concern ourselves with the Triad of Daedric Princes.
Where can I find Lathan?
Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valcerin.
Do you really think Lathan will help us?
Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam. Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
Remind me, what's the Triad of Daedric Princes again?
Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal joined forces to threaten Nirn. It appears their ultimate goal is to take control of the Crystal Tower for a reason we haven't yet determined. Lathan is part of the Court of Bedlam. They're mortal servants.
Okay, thank you. Let's see how this is going to go. Alright, where you at? You're wandering around here somewheres. Oh, somebody's crying. You haven't learned that yet. I forget when we learn how to scry.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything. I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard?
Is there a Meridia cult on Summerset?
What a curious question.
Just come right out with
Do you
it.
actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before.
What do you mean by that?
The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved, but I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of.
Court of Bedlam killed all of Meridia's followers in Summerset?
All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
Rude. I guess I could go search around to the north of Shimmerine.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Didn't Razumdar mention he was investigating Daedric cults on Summerset? Maybe you should go talk to him.
Okay, hang on. I will after I talk with you.
Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated.
Do you know where Razumdar is?
When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Summerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
Okay, thank you. So we can leave here. We need to go find Razumdar in Shimmerine. Well, let's Shimmerine. Isn't that a part of Summerset? Yeah, he's over here. Okay, so let's head over to this way shrine. And just to let you know, scrying, we learned scrying in the Greymoor expansion. That's a couple expansions away. Alright, so we have... I wonder if we're going to have to go up this way, because there's 2 way shrines up there. Alright, let's just fast travel here. And go find Roz. They are going to stop at the stable. I have not had the opportunity yet to do my writs or any of that. But the stable master is right here, so we could talk to them.
Honor and praise.
Get that level up. Okay, Roz is right over there. It's not far.
1,000 pardons, but the battery requires your prompt appearance at the Proxy Queen's court.
What do you want?
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Uh-oh, there's blood here.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take
Why?
a breath,
My friend.
bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razumdar's conspiracies.
Let's talk with the bailiff.
It had to be one of the lesser races. No Altmer, even a newcomer, would deface a beautiful wall like that. Razumdar claims it's a message of some sort, but I just don't see it.
Do you know where I can find Razumdar?
The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razumdar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers.
Do you know where I can find Razumdar or not?
Do I look like a Khajiit keeper to you? He said something about the scribbles. I'm just glad Razumdar is far away and not bothering me. You, on the other hand, are way too close. Move along, or face the wrath of the divine prosecution.
I wish you would. Don't let me talk to the queen about you. All right, we need to follow the scribbles. Follow the scribbles to Razumdar. Oh gosh. Okay, it looks like there's one above over here.
What do you want?
Somerset, oh Somerset, a very pretty land.
All right, I'm about to get lost.
Raz doesn't care who
he's
you
right
worship.
here.
He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Perry, I would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
I guess I got lucky because he went straight to him.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Peryite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your investigation into the cults, did you happen to find one devoted to Meridia?
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I need to talk to a priest of Meridia.
You do? Well, Raz trusts you, so I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
I'll meet you there.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Peryite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
The Sidgix captured a Mephilah cultist. He says the princes are at war.
War? That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior. This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
The Court of Bedlam might have wiped out Meridia's cult with its attack.
That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Etonir.
Before I go, have you learned anything else about the Court of Bedlam?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes. And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, there is one Dark Elf.
One Dark Elf? Is that significant?
A single Dark Elf among a group of High Elves? Seems significant to Raz. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this Dark Elf, yes?
Okay, so a female Dark Elf we're on the lookout for. The Dreaming Cave, meet Razamdar at Etonir Grotto. Raz has a friend who belongs to the Meridia cult. He's going to make contact with her and then meet me outside the ruins of Etonir Grotto. Okay, and it's up there. Good. So we can grab these way shrines along the way. Let me get back down.
Apparently, a group of Fighters Guild soldiers got ambushed and taken to a prison. Tower of Torture, Flies, Lies, something like that.
Oh, really? Let me at least get to over here, I guess. Which way? Which way? I guess this way. That's definitely not it. Alright, so when we come back, we'll go grab that way shrine and maybe the other one. And then meet Raz at the grotto. So we're gonna, oh, what's this book? Investigating Our Allies, Part 1. Okay. Well, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of the Elder Scrolls Online, the Summerset expansion. I'm not really remembering too much of this, so it's kind of all brand new to me. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.